Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third round of TRL's Dirt Rally Championship. And by this stage we finally get our first chance to see some tarmac rallying. Having gone through 2 weeks in Greece of heavy gravel, now we're into the fast flowing cobbles, asphalt and concrete of the German forests. And the first stage is entitled Oberstein, and it has a lot in store for us. Big jumps, some cobblestones, plenty of stuff to hit on the side, stuff like trees and rocks. At the completion of the stage though, we set a 5 minute 57, good enough to win the stage, and wow, a sub 6 minute run is very good here. Frauenberg is the reverse of stage 1, and just like stage 1, we pushed the max and slightly make a mistake there. Well, I say slightly, we definitely smacked into a metal sign. This angle shows the reason for it. Big lock up going downhill. See the skid marks there. And almost pull it up, but not quite. Lose a couple of seconds, and we set a 6 minute 1.9. Just illustrating how close that would have been probably if we didn't make that mistake, but still good enough to win the stage. Now we're faced with the Waldauftstieg, which translates as out of the forest, and well, we make another mistake, this time going perpendicular to the track in a massive slide. We're very lucky not to be reset with a 15-second penalty for encroaching on the crowd area. You'll see here another angle. We go through there slightly too fast, a bit too wide. Well, we go basically over some stones, and it flicks us so close to those onlookers. Here's another perspective of it, and well, lucky in so many ways. There could have been other things to hit as well. Surprisingly, we win that stage as well and head off to Waldabstieg, the opposite direction. And thankfully I've done some German in the past, so I can pronounce these much better than I did the Greek stages. And we have some chicanes to continue with here as well, with hay bales. They of course are present in only one direction of the 4th and 6th stages. Almost had a bit of a problem going down there into the braking zone. Some very steep braking zones in this rally. The 5th stage is entitled Kreuzungsring, which translates as junction ring, and it's much faster and more flowing, given that we don't have to go through the forest. And here's a massive jump that was quite fun, and that stage was complete, and that's another victory. At this point we turned our attention to the battle for second, which is really hotting up between Danny Rocks, who'd come 4th and 3rd in the previous rallies, and Antal-Rafael, who'd come 2nd and DNF'd. And that was the real close battle. They were chipping away at each other for the first 4 stages, and Danny finally overtook Antal-Rafael at the 5th, but only by 2/10. And at the end of the last stage, Kreuzungsring Reverse, we had won the stage, but it remained to be seen who would pick up P2. Moving on to the final standings, we see that it is Danny Rocks. Rafa made a slight mistake on the last stage, costing himself quite a bit of time, and he made up the last podium position. I maintain my lead with a 30-point gap to Danny Rocks. HSV is still in P3, and Rafa moves up to P4 in the championship. I'll see you guys next time for the second attack in Germany.